So I want to introduce Bill. Bill has his own history of just all sorts of giving, all sorts of commitment, all sorts of passion, all sorts of engagement, all sorts of just time that he's committed to what his value system is. That's what Tyler's like. He commits his time to his values, and he shows it, and you know it, and you feel good about it. And that's what I like about Tyler. And Bill, I just want to say, I was looking over your history, and I was looking over all you've done, say, in the past 15 years. But I was most interested in what you did in your first 25 or 30 years, because that's where we are here today with this. And I think what Bill did is he jumped in. He was in the Cedar Chavez, all the promotion, all the farm worker work. He jumped in with a passion. He jumped with a commitment. He jumped in with skill sets. And he stuck with it. He just didn't spend a year and a half doing something and a year and a half doing something else and then 2 years doing something else. He stuck with it. And that's what made a lot of the progress happen. And that's his personal commitment to it. I see you says the same way. But I'm going to get Bill to make the transition. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, George. And I just want to reciprocate. We have been so lucky to have George Riley as a voice to protect our natural resources and fight for sane water policy. Let's give it up for George. And I also want to acknowledge Libby Downey, former council member, currently on the MPC Foundation Board, and for all of your years of service. Thank you, Libby. And I'm honored to stand with you all today.
Jeff Barron is here too.
Oh, and Jeff Barron, good friend, City of Carmel, City Council. And Jeff is also pioneering a vision for Carmel that's not just the nice place to visit, but a place that has to think about its sustainability and its future. So Jeff, thank you for your contributions and leadership there. And Alan and really framed some of the capacity that Tyler brings to us as a candidate for mayor. George did the same. I've known Tyler for a few years now. I've watched him grow in his role as a member of the council, and he's leading. He's leading on issues of short-term occupancy, housing, giving a voice to renters, water issues. We can go down the list of issues. I have total confidence that Tyler is going to get it right on the issues. But what he brings to this campaign to represent the city as mayor is not only to lead the council and to try to build consensus when possible and forge forward whatever the odds might be. He's got that down. But when he's mayor of the city of Monterey, he will be the image, the face, and the personality that people will then identify with the city of Monterey. And that projects much farther than the city of Monterey. It will become a regional face and leadership. We have partners. I had the honor of representing the city of Santa Cruz for years. And the city of Santa Cruz was always seen as the progressive city on the Bay. First socialist mayor in the state of California, in the city of Santa Cruz. We should be partnering and learning from some of Santa Cruz's examples on building a sustainable future. I know Tyler shares that vision. And so Tyler as mayor, it's more than just doing the right thing and voting the right budgets for this city. It's raising a vision, an image of the possible in the face of the crisis we face. And let's not underestimate the crises we face. We face crises in housing. We face crises in climate change and sea level rise. And we can either be reactive or we can be progressive. And that's one way to think about a progressive versus somebody who reacts and is always on the defensive trying to react to a new circumstance. A progressive looks down the road, educates, relies on science, looks to what other communities have done and are doing, and that's Tyler Williamson. And I'll just close with this, because you all want to hear from Tyler, as do I. I've shared some of the kind of political elements of a mayorship. There's the personal element of Tyler Williamson, and that is a man of integrity, a man of goodwill and compassion, a man who will listen to anyone, regardless of their point of view, regardless of how narrow-minded they might be. Tyler will embrace that person just as he embraces a like-minded progressive. So join me in welcoming the next mayor, but it's not going to happen on its own. Each one of us has to recruit 10 more. The way you win these races, we can knock on every door in the city of Monterey of every registered voter. We don't have to rely on direct mail, although that will be helpful too, but it's the individual engagement. Here's why I'm supporting and voting for Tyler, and I ask you to do the same. Each one reach one, each one teach one, and in this final, 100-day press, a little under 100 days, we got to knock on every door in the city of Monterey, and then we can come celebrate when Tyler Williamson is inaugurated as the first person of color, the first LGBTQ person, and those are descriptors, but they're not the modifiers of who this man is. So join me in welcoming, celebrating, and launching Tyler Williamson as the next mayor. And a shout out to Kim, and every door we knock on, we're going to be pushing for Kim as well. Go get him. Thank you.